Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nico Acosta. I'm the Director of Product for Twilio's conversational AI platform, Autopilot. And I'm here to talk about what it takes to build intelligent assistants in the real world. Do a quick word about Twilio if you haven't heard about us. Twilio is a communications API platform that enables businesses to build communication solutions using cloud APIs rather than telecom hardware. In a nutshell, kind of what we do, if you look at a traditional communication stack, you have the network, the telco hardware, the applications, and then you have all this network of consultants and expert services to really customize whatever experience you're building, whether it's a contact center, whether it's an IVR, whatever it is. With Twilio, we've virtualized the network and the hardware into our cloud communications platform. We enable applications with our applications platform, and then we democratize all the customization, enabling developers to build whatever application they want to build on top. And we've been watching the intelligent assistant market for many years. And one of the big things we've always asked ourselves is, why isn't that an API? And we asked ourselves with all sorts of problems. We are an API-first company. And when we looked at the assistant market, we saw kind of a particular thing. There's a lot of excitement about chatbots, about virtual assistants, about voice. We've seen some proof of concepts, but like if you take it down to the ground, there's like relatively few like production level deployments. This should be everywhere, and it's not yet. So what I'm going to talk about, 3 secrets for deploying intelligent assistants in the real world. Secret number 1, not all tasks are created equal. So when you think about your intelligent assistant, whatever channel it is, think about like what are the tasks that users can do. You could think about tasks that are perfect for self-service, like we've seen earlier, like booking appointments, right? It's perfect. You actually want a self-service experience here. Consumers prefer that when it's possible. But then you have like hybrid tasks, where you want a part to be self-service, but then you want it to hand off to a human. Something like buying life insurance, where you want to collect a bunch of data up front, like age, where you live, what's your annual income, and then you want to hand it off to a human to close a much more consultative sale. Or this one. If anybody has ever lost an international wire transfer, you'll know what I mean. You do not want to be talking to a bot here. If you lose an international wire transfer, I lost one last year to Botswana, paying for a safari. A frontline agent can do it. A supervisor can't help you. You need to make it all the way to like the international FX desk, and they can find it. A bot cannot find it. And as a business, you have to deal with like this whole spectrum of what is the task at hand and what is the right tool for the job. The problem is when you send the appointment that is a perfectly automatable task to an agent, and that experience is bad for the agent, it's bad for the customer. Or you send the wire transfer guy to the bot where you know it's not appropriate. So key part here is having a handoff between self-service and humans with passing all the context from the interaction. Secret number 2, programmability over customizations. And here's where the API part comes in. Any intelligent assistant, we heard it earlier about like thinking in systems. It comes to that. The integration and how communication systems work with your information systems is absolutely crucial. Take something like this. I want to get an insurance quote for my new RAV4. Like the number of business workflows that have to happen in the backend to give you an accurate quote requires a ton of integration. So here, the deployment architecture becomes really important, where you have all the channels, you have your intelligent assistant platform, you have your backend, your system of record, and that protocol that speaks between, that takes everything between the intelligent assistant platform and your backend. And here at Twilio, we focus a lot on that API. And those APIs are just HTTP-based APIs so that any developer can integrate a sophisticated backend to a conversational platform. In our case, Autopilot. And secret number 3, decouple the intelligence from the channel. If you are looking to support multiple channels and your deployment looks like this, whether it's like your IVR over the phone, web chat, Alexa app, SMS, you're doing it wrong. You're fragmenting all your business logic, you're fragmenting all your training data, and it's just going to get worse. Then we'll have WhatsApp, we'll have RCS, we'll have Apple Business Chat, we'll have who knows what it's going to come tomorrow. So it's really important as you start building your intelligence layer, as you start training, that you don't train on channel-specific stuff, because then you can't reuse that. So it should look more like this, where you have the channels, you have all your ML models, and then you have your business logic. So secret number 1, not all tasks are created equal. Secret number 2, programmability over customizations. And secret number 3, decoupling the intelligence from the channel. And these are really the principles that we've used to build our platform, Autopilot, that you can use to build telephony IVRs, messaging chatbots, and Alexa apps, giving you a uniquely intelligent, contextually programmable, and instantly omni-channel platform with a training studio that lets you have a supervised training loop, training for all the channels in a single interface, with a full set of actions that enable the programmability. And these are high-level actions where you can say, for example, hey, collect all these pieces of data. So if you're asking for a quote, you can say, I want to ask for first name, last name, car make and car model and car year. That's one set of instructions, and then Autopilot takes care of that conversational flow and comes back when it has all that data. Or a handoff to connect to a human agent. Or show, for example, if you're doing multimodal development where you want to text something back, but you also want to show an image. And lastly, instantly omnichannel. These are all pre-integrated channels, all the Twilio-based channels, that's voice telephony, SMS, chat, all the messaging channels, and Alexa and Google Assistant. One important thing about channels is kind of twofold. You want the channels to, you want the platform to be able to do content transformation for each of the channels, but also let you customize the content for a specific channel when you want to. So you want that flexibility of do all the heavy lifting for me, but let me customize it if I want to. 2 things. So check out twilio.com/docs/autopilot. And we are also announcing the early access of the Autopilot Dashbot integration. Check out twilio.com/docs/autopilot/analytics. Thank you very much.
What the use cases for the Autopilot? Is it primarily customer service, or you see more broader use cases?
Yeah, we see customer service, customer acquisition. As a platform, we're kind of broad and horizontal, so we see a bunch of use cases. I would say those are the 2 main ones. But we're seeing all sorts of crazy experimentation and use cases, people building voice interfaces for physical devices, people building voice interfaces just to manage apps, which is kind of really cool to see, but I'd say kind of lead gen, customer acquisition, and customer service are like the most common ones.
All right, thank you very much.